You know what, when we talk about the HCI cluster deployment, or we are going to plan about the storage area network deployments, or even we talk about the high availability, fault tolerance, virtualization, and even we can consider the implementation, or you can say the installation of server operating system on HP server machine. But if we are going to unbox the machine and we are going to start this deployment from the scratch, so there are lots of parameters we need to configure inside the ILO session. And in this episode we are going to cover security parameters regarding the ILO. So let's move now. Hello and welcome to all of you on my productive and industry oriented training platform. So as I said that if you are going to plan about the hyper converged infrastructure deployment, or you are going to deploy storage area networks, or even you are going to consider the virtualization infrastructure deployment, it might be on the platform of Proxmox, VMware, Hyper-V, and even the Zen server. But before configuring all these features, you need to be very conscious about your ILO connectivity, their administration, security, and lots of important domains which play a really crucial role when we talk about the HPE servers deployment. So in this demo, we are going to explore how we can secure our ILO sessions when we talk about the server deployments from scratch. So here I need to if I can show my screen. So here you can see I just logged in, and inside the information area you can easily verify that I have a Gen11 DL380 HP machine available. And if I move forward and want to discover or even explore the security options, so I just click on the security side, and there are lots of domains available. And at level 1, the important side is access setting, and inside the access settings you can see what is the server name, and even the fully qualified domain name option is also available. So if you have a complete structured DNS system available, so here you can provide the fully qualified domain name inside the ILO session. I right now I don't need this, so I just left this option blank. So here you can see if I move forward, so the network side, there are lots of options available. You can enable or even disable different options as per your own requirement. So I just enable the few options according to my own requirements. I need the ILO connectivity, so I just enable that option. And in the same manner, I want to monitor my servers and want to get email alerts from my hardware side. So for that purpose I just enable the SNMP. Here you can see the SNMP is already enabled, and different port numbers also configure. And if I move forward, so you know that when we talk about the web services, so there are two protocols available. The first one is HTTP, while the second one is HTTPS. So here I provide both ports, the port 80 for the compatibility, or you can say as the legacy option with HTTP. While if I talk about the more secure option, so I will consider HTTPS, and the port number is defined over here. And in the same manner, if you require any other options, so just click on the network button, and from here you can easily enable or disable all options as per your own requirement. And after making the changes, just click on the OK button. So these are the basic fundamental area when you are going to cover the security side of the ILO, or you can say the remote connectivity. Now move forward. So at level 2 I have the ILO service ports available. We know that all the protocols and all the services are running on specific ports. So in the same manner here the ILO access ports available over here. So if you want to disable the ILO service ports, so you can disable these ports from here and other features as well. But in my situation or in my scenario, I'm on the remote side, so it will be not recommended that I just disable the ILO connectivity. If you are working on-prem data centers and you are available on site, so you can disable this option as well. And if I want to explore the more options, so regarding the security, the best one option which I really like is SSL certificates. So why we need to deploy the SSL certificates? Because we know that they will provide us all kinds of security. Right now, here on the screen, you can see that the site is not secure. HTTPS is disabled, which means that I'm accessing this server with the help of HTTP protocol, which is generally not recommended. But I'm on the LAN side connecting over the VPN, so that's why my session is already secured. So I did not implement any kind of SSL certificates. But when you are dealing with the organizational servers for your customers, for your clients as a freelancer, you need to be very conscious about the security side. So for that purpose, you need to configure your SSL certificates here. If you are going to deploy or initiate the SSL server deployments, certificate deployments, so here different options available. The first option is generate CR and import an SSL certificate. So you can go with the first option where you don't have any certificates and you need to create the CSR request. Submit that request to any PKI vendor like Cloudflare, GoDaddy, SSL.com. So they will provide you the certificate, and after getting those certificates, you just need to import those certificates to provide HTTPS connectivity for your server. And if you are more interested about the learning of SSL certificates, how many types of these certificates available, so on my channel a complete series available where I discuss all standards, implementations, basic parameters, and you can say from A to Z I cover all the options regarding the SSL deployment. So regarding the SSL deployments, a complete video links will be available inside the descriptions. So if you are going to take interest about the SSL deployments, so you can go through those sessions as well. And if I have the older certificates, so I can remove those certificates from here as well. So it's completely related with the HTTPS and SSL for the web security side. Now, if I consider more options, so the option which I really like is the HPE single sign on. You know that when we are dealing with the enterprise level data center, so I have the Active Directory, I have the routers, I have the monitoring applications, third party applications. So I need to go with the option where I can consider single sign on, from where I just need to provide the user credentials, and after providing those credentials, a single credential, I can easily access this platform. So for that purpose, HP single sign on option is available, and you can configure these options as per your own requirements. So when you are dealing with the HPE server, so the most important criteria is how to secure your ILO session. So in this regard, the security side is more important. And if you have any questions regarding the security, regarding the ILO management and other domains, you can feel free to ask over email and in the comment sections as well. Thank you very much.